frustrating was it just collectively as a defense being really unable to just get off the field?
I mean, it wasn't frustrating. You know, it's part of the game. But I just feel like we got to, you know, own into the details and be more locked in, you know, and just making those plays and, you know, getting off the field so we can be able to, you know, get the ball back to our offense.
Earlier in the week, Michael said it's really tempting to try and go be a hero and make plays, that you need to stay on your assignments. Do you feel like that's what you guys did there?
I didn't really get to see the film because I was majority backside. Like, they was running a lot of bunch 3x1s. So I really didn't get to, you know, see the film or see what was going on or what was happening to, you know, cause us to lose today.
Is there when you got your interception, was it a sense of relief, a sense of spark, was there a sense of regret of running out the clock? What was it?
It was really just I was trying to score. I should have slid. I wasn't aware how much time was left on the clock, but I just seen, you know, the end zone and I was trying to score, put us in a good position, you know, to be able to win the game.
You picked up that ball coming off like you got off your guy to go catch it, know it was going to sail the other guy?
Oh yeah, I seen it kind of like going over his head because the receiver had jumped early. Then I seen like the release of Stroud on his arm, so I knew it kind of was going like over.
You got a local guy on the team in Upton Stroud. Can you just tell us some of the things that you've seen him add to the defense?
Oh yeah, his physical, his physicality. You know, it's kind of, you know, rare to have a guy, you know, come in first year and just be that physical and just, you know, be able to just really lock in and, you know, just slow the game down for him and be able to, you know, go out there and produce.
Timo, you guys say it every week, you don't have a choice, the next man up, but when all the injuries kind of follow. Does it ever get to a point where it's like, is it ever going to stop? You know, you lose 3 more guys today. Like, how do you kind of handle that?
We just next man up, you know. We don't want the injuries to happen, you know. Unfortunately, they keep happening. So it's just kind of something we got to deal with, and, you know, just everybody else got to be ready because we're going to need everybody on this team, you know, to get where we're trying to go.
How much do you think that contributes to what you were saying earlier about, like, we got to have everybody on top of all the details all the time? Does it make it harder when you have so many moving pieces like that?
Yeah. I would say, yeah, because, I mean, the experience, you know, a lot of guys is getting their first starts and being able to, you know, really come in the game and just really actually play and not just special teams. So it's like, it's kind of different. So a lot of stuff is going to be moving fast, but we just got to keep nailing it down and just, you know, just working on being us.
You know, when you talk about the details, obviously Fred was a guy that helped, helps everyone, you know, be on the details. I mean, was today an example of maybe obviously more so than against Atlanta of the reality of not having him?
I just think today we just didn't play as a team. Like, we got to play as a team. It was, we kind of seen the wounded team, and, you know, everybody was trying to make plays. But, you know, we got to just lock in and just let them plays come. You know, that's what I kind of feel like it was. I don't really feel like it was really us, like, missing, you know, our valuable piece. But I just feel like, because last week we had the same type of game, and, you know, we came in and dominated. So I just think it was just us, you know. We had to just lock in and just make the plays and let them come to us.
Without these guys, you know, Albosa or is just the margin for error less? I mean, do you guys really have to, everyone's going to play perfect, but, you know, you just have to be even more on it just because you don't have those guys to make up for some stuff?
Yeah, I mean, that goes back to just experience. You know, I think, you know, with knowing the game, it comes with experience. You know, I was once that young guy out there, you know, getting took advantage of and not able to really make the plays until, like, my name was called. But, you know, I just think that's just the experience part. You know, it just comes with growing pains.
You know, something obviously isn't up to you, but you guys have in the past been bolstered by trade deadline acquisitions, things like that. Do you think this team could use a kind of a shot in the arm like that as the deadline comes?
Oh, you know, that's way above me. But if that's what we do, you know, I'm all open arms to it. You know, anything to make the team better.
Thanks, Steve.
You know, you're on the sideline for about two-thirds of the game, so is it frustrating just not being able to get back out there, or just knowing that you guys
I mean,
drives?
Yeah, it's frustrating when it's 3 and out after 3 and out. You know, you don't get any rhythm. We get some life there at the end of the half, come out, and then, you know, squander off to Lapham. So, and it was just chasing from there on out as offense, and we just never had going from the beginning.
What was Will Anderson like as a pass rusher?
He's strong. I mean, he's got a good edge rush. That's what he's there for. He bulls and rips, and he got the better of me today.
Thank you, Cohn.
Yep.
Ourselves. We got to focus on ourselves. It's not them, it's us.
What was the mood at halftime? You guys made some plays in the first half. You thought you were back in it. At halftime, was the morale pretty good?
Yeah, just making adjustments, seeing what they're doing. Did a lot of quarters, so just kind of tagging that. We want to come out better in the second half, but just plays happen. But just got to execute so we can stay on the field. We got to stay on the field and make plays.
Appreciate it.
Thanks, guys.